Welcome to another episode of the Indy and Doctor podcast. Karan,
Anji.
your boy, I'm saying your boy because you sent it. Yo Honey Singh is a bit raunchy, ain't he?
Oh, Dili ki thand yaar, Dili ki thand.
Let's just play this clip. Can you translate it afterwards, please?
Well, I was going to say, did you understand it?
Well, I'm going to try and find out now because it's a bit iffy.
Go
Ready?
You try. Go.
दिल्ली की ठंड इसमें ना गाड़ी में लेने में बड़ा मजा आता है इतनी ठंड में गाड़ी में सेक्स करो दिल्ली की ठंड में use condoms guys please play safe okay
What?
I love it because there's so many elements to this. All right, what did you understand by it? I know you got the overall gist,
there's
but play
very
it from the
clear
start.
English words in there. Sex, condoms.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Dili ki thand, what does that mean?
I heard thand, but that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, no, he's saying thand. Dili ki thand.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah. So he's doing a show. It's cold there. And he's just saying, so he's talking about like a remedy to deal with the cold at that time of year. That's what the whole clip's about. It goes, Dili ki thand. Yeah. And then he's like, Gaadi mein lena. Lena. Like just, that's another colloquialism for sex, right? Gaadi mein lena bahut maza aata. You have fun.
Right.
Okay, you could say dena or lena, it's, giving and receiving. So
yeah, obviously.
I think that's where you're getting a little bit, you're like, lena.
Obviously giving, taking. Yeah, I get it.
And then he gets obviously very,
yes.
He's got the bit like that Hindi bit. Then he gets like, see, I'd say this is a perfect clip about the indirectness of Hindi versus the directness of Punjabi. So, gaadi mein lena, and then sex karo. And then he's just like, oh, okay, right. This is exactly what he's saying. But then he has this moment where he's like, use condoms, please. Keep safe, guys. Doing a bit of sexual health promotion.
Yeah,
safety.
like he's running some kind of PSHE sex clinic.
Look, I can't fault him for that. That's good. If you're going to do it safely, right? Now, I didn't look up the answer to this, but we'll talk about the reaction that he got from this. But it always amazes me. India has what population? To get to that population, what must they be doing? There is a book called the Kama Sutra, which comes out of there. And still, they get cringed out by anybody talking about it. It's like, they're all going to do it. We all know they're doing it, but cannot be spoken about.
Do you think it's a generation thing more than anything else? Similar to the past, where the comedy thing, we spoke about it, right?
With
comedy in India, biceps. Not accepted by the elder, youngers are happy for it. Same thing here. You may as well speak openly about sex.
It's like, well, look, I know we might be doing it in a couple of weeks, but Seema auntie, man, she's breaking down the barriers, right? She's got books.
She wasn't saying sex. All she was saying was compromise. That was her favorite word. She's got compromise auntie.
She's got other clips as well. No, wait. Which Seema auntie you on about?
Seema auntie you on about?
Are you on about the matchmaker or the other one?
Matchmaker, bro.
Oh, sorry. No, maybe it's not Seema auntie. There's that other auntie, which I've seen you clips of, that massive coca, that kind of sex therapist auntie based in London.
I don't know.
Who has like talks with her daughter.
Clips the doctor has been sending to me.
It's not raunchy. I'll post it up. She's worth speaking about, actually. She's gone topical recently again. But what was the point we were just making? Yeah, the generational thing. Like, yeah, because look, he was forced to apologize for this. And
what did he say, actually? I didn't look at this. One sec.
He made the apology, and look into the apology. But when he was trying to make the case of what he was doing, I was just trying to, like, strike a chord with the millennials. Like, and I get it. Like, he's just saying, look, it's cold. He's making fun. He's making light of it. I thought it was quite funny.
Trying to find the exact quote to his thing. Man, these websites have such pop-ups everywhere. It's hard to find the text. Yeah. I'm sorry to those who were offended by my language. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I'm human. I make mistakes. I'll try not to repeat this mistake again. AKA, I'm never going to speak about sex in public again. Yes.
When I see things like this, I often think about that thing that Ricky Gervais says, which is about what is it? Something about he can't control how you take it. Like it's your choice if you're offended by it, kind of thing. And it's just like
talking about that notice board thing.
I can't remember what it was in context, but I just remember
where he's like, "Oh, look, a notice board, free guitar lessons. I don't fucking want guitar lessons." And he said, "Well, then don't listen to guitar lessons. You can carry on with your day."
Yes,
that's what he's trying to say. Is it that premise?
Yeah, that's the premise here. And I'm like, just to be forced to apologize on such a big scale for like when I saw it first, as I just heard about it, I thought, oh my god, what must he have said? And then I'm like, okay, it's just the fact that it's just taboo, and just people can't. Like I said, explain those other things to me. Explain your population. Explain what's happening behind closed doors. Explain that book about positions, and then we can talk about how this is such a big problem. Just yeah. But the last bit in English, play it safe. I love it, man. It's just
You said, wasn't there something about car seat or back of a car?
gaadi mein, like do it in the car. That's what you're saying.
Oh, in the car, right? Yeah.
Yeah, gaadi mein lena. Bahut maza aata hai.
Why can't he just? Why in the back of a car? It's very specific.
Well, he's clearly it's just very like you're gonna get caught kind of vibes. But again, young crowd, right? It's a young crowd. You're together. Your parents
Probably ain't
don't
gonna
know.
be able to take the Guri or Banda home.
Anybody, exactly. So gaadi mein, I guess. And obviously the crowd's reacting. It's not like the crowd's going boo, boo. No one's doing that.
When I went on the show and saw a Gen Z audience, I thought I'd give them a message in their language to use condoms and play safe. But that language offended some people. Yeah.
It's like
I don't know, man. I
he's received a phone call.
I understand it. I understand what he was trying to do.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it landed.
Fair, but again, it's not worthy of you need to be cancelled. You need to be told to apologize. You need to be shut up. Like it's not. I don't think it's that. Do you know what I mean? It's not inciting violence or hate.
I guess there's two ways you can take it, right? You can either write it out and wait and hope it blows over. But he's already going through this image of I'm trying to rebuild and rebrand myself with this documentary he put out last year, saying he's turned over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's trying to not do the raunchy stuff like Lakh 28, etc. So
sorry, Lakh 28 is raunchy,
bro. Yeah.
Sorry, how so? Like when you associate with that Ghana and Diljit, do you think raunchy?
No, I think it's a bit dirty, considering what was being said in the song. And when he said he doesn't want to do it anymore, he being Dilge, he didn't want to do that song anymore because he said, no, it's dirty. I'm not doing it. It's very on brand for old Yo-Yo Honey Singh.
I'm going to be honest. Apart from the main chorus line, Lakh 28 kurida, 47 wait kurida, what's the bit like that's like, ooh, I need to hear the translation.
Let me just get the lyrics up for you. Here we go.
Oh, we're doing an impromptu song discovery translation, yo. One sec. And you know the people love this, Indy. Just sing a little bit and do it in the tune.
No, I can't because it's all in Punjabi. This is actually very difficult.
But you know the main line.
No, it's not that. God, it's literally written in Punjabi. It's not written in English.
Oh,
like,
Roman English. You need to write Roman English, yaar. Translation.
I'm trying.
Lakh 28 kurida, 47 wait kurida.
Loins of Punjab, even though it's lines of Punjab, but yeah. Okay.
Loins of Punjab. Okay, that's pretty raunchy.
Yeah, it is.
Loins.
This is
Keith.
this
Well,
the translation I've got here does not seem correct. I'm going to try and find a different website.
Sorry, what was that? Too raunchy or not raunchy at all? The one you found?
No, it was just too literal. Like it made no sense. It said Mutti just got married, and I was like, that's not right. No.
Oh, I love this one.
Where's the bit that he said? This is the thing. Milky, silky, silky. Thoda milky, silky, silky. Ho gaya rang, great kurida.
Okay. I think
the girl going.
I think this is rhyme.
That's not.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That. Yeah. I've got
no. Go on. Stand on business.
There's no defense.
The fact that, I don't think it's dirty at all beside the
There's
chorus.
no defense on that noise.
Yeah, there is.
And that noise has featured in so many Punjabi songs around that era. I don't know why though. And we don't have it in our Bhangra sets.
Kuri hik te kala kala tattoo lady gaga wala.
Yeah.
That's
what's
weird lyrics again, bro.
Yeah, no, but that's all about rhyming. But that doesn't make it raunchy. What does it mean?
Okay. But what music was at that time, and what Dilge's brand is, it's not for him.
Off brand, right? Yeah, that's in retrospect we can say that.
But it's on brand for old Yo-Yo Honey Singh versus what he's trying to do now. That's what I'm trying to say. He's tried to find this middle, and it's just not worked.
Milky, silky, silky.
Milky, silky, silky. Yeah, man, come on. Oh God. Anyway, right. I can't do this. I'm getting bad flashbacks. All right. Okay.
Fine. So it's not raunchy, and we'll move on. Yeah.
It is slightly
There's
raunchy.
one
Comment below and tell us if
noise.
you think it's raunchy, because I believe it really is.
Okay, there's one inappropriate noise.
That's played many times in the song, yeah.
Mm.
You know when it came on at weddings and you just stand there and you'd be like, what is that sound? You see uncles getting all uncomfortable in that.
And
yeah?
obviously, the thing is, listening to in your goodie, listening in your house, one thing. Listening on massive speakers in
Yes, on
in a
stage.
venue. And then you're just
Yes. I remember I went to a party once and that DJ was using that as like a mix to tease the song coming, playing that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? But what some DJs would do is when that bit's coming, they turn the volume down and they tease the next song, and then they try and overlay it to get around the moan. If you bring that to the country here, so if you bring it to the UK and the generation of parents over here, we still get uncomfortable around our parents talking about sexy stuff. However,
I love how you
mainstream
soften
TV
sex
here,
to sexy.
yeah, but mainstream TV here, you know, like soaps, etc., they've hinted at sex for many years. So I feel like that pathway's kind of grooved. Unless your parents only watch ZTV or whatever. But, you know, EastEnders had that whole episode where they were trying to run around trying to find a condom with Kat and Alfie for a whole episode. That was iconic, actually.
Okay.
But, you know, they have tried these things. They used to have Biker Grove way back when they were trying to educate people on sex ed.
Okay.
Now you got that Netflix show, Sex Education, which was too weird. But
Right.
yeah, there's been attempts to kind of talk about it in the culture.
Normalize it a bit.
Maybe that's what's lacking in India. And obviously some people are going to be like, well, there's a rape problem over there. Correct, there is. And a sexual assault problem over there. Yes, there is. I don't know if education is the answer over there and how you tackle that. But there you have it.
That's fair.
Tricky. So maybe some, if you want to be a proper grifter, you could say, oh, he's encouraging people to go and do that kind of violence with his words.
Okay. Not saying I agree with that.
It all depends how you want to
make
spin
a
the
case.
narrative, right?
Yeah. Exactly. It's how you put your own perceptions on things. Problem is when you're such a elevated level, your intention seems to just be irrelevant. Like no one cares why you're saying something, or and I think it's unfair, but I think it just is the way it is. But then the other side of this is that you get to such a point where you're just so bland, and you have no opinion on anything. You just feels like North Korea, man. Just you got to.
Well, some people are like that where they don't want to share anything with the public. So if you look at Beyonce, the common problem that people have is all they know about Beyonce is her small snippet interviews and her music. They know nothing about her personality. There's no way to build connection with somebody of that level of superstardom. Was it the Golden Globes? I think it was the Golden Globes. They obviously have a comedian on stage, and the comedian's going around, and she's roasting people. Spoke to Leonardo DiCaprio and said, "I know nothing about you, dude.
Apart from the fact
I tried to find something about you, and all I could find was an interview from 30 years ago or whatever, saying that you just like pasta.
And you don't date people above 25 years old. That's it. That's all we know.
That is it. That's the only thing that they know. And I'm thinking, that's probably by design, because he doesn't want people to know more than that.
Yeah, so I get the privacy angle. But despite those two examples there, Beyonce and Leonardo, even if we don't feel like we know them, a lot of people still love them and are still infatuated.
Yeah, of course. But there's no
connectivity
there.
Do you think
you appreciate their art, but not them as a person?
Do fans feel connected to us, Indy, do you think?
I think they've got over thousands of hours of content to connect to us now. I think, pretty clear who we are and what we do.
Yeah,
no hiding there, mate. Very consistent.
Yeah.
Right, next bit. So let's get it up. All right, I don't think I can play this whole thing on here because it'll probably get taken down. But if I type in Riz Ahmed and find the little clip. Sorry, bear with me. Just trying to find the little clip.
Watched a film with Riz Ahmed recently over Christmas.
Sorry?
Watched a film over Christmas with Riz Ahmed. It's on Prime. You should definitely watch it. I can't remember the name, but he basically, if you're in a company and you want to whistleblow and they're threatening to get rid of you in any way or whatever, or silence you, he helps people expose those companies. Nice little kind of, random film. It just reminded me, I hadn't seen Riz Ahmed in a film for a long time. I was like, he's such a good actor. He's such a good actor, man.
All right, let's go into it. So Riz Ahmed has recently put out a trailer for his new film, or not film, TV show. It's called Bait. So it's a TV series talking about how he has been nominated to audition to be the new James Bond. Now, the trailer came out earlier in the week. I thought it looks great. I will play it on here, but it's probably going to get us taken down. So can't do that. If you want to check it out, please go and type it in. I'm pretty sure you've seen it on all your algorithms. It's got Guz Khan in it. It's got a few other people that are quite well known coming up in the show as well. I'm looking forward to watching it. I know Doctor is too. The trailer was pretty hilarious.
So good. So good. Like,
Concept
I didn't expect Guz Khan.
Yeah, go on.
I didn't expect Guz Khan to be there, and that's right. And then the interplay between the two, and then the banter, it was just, and it's so like, okay, fine. So that's it's a Muslim household, but as brown people, like, you get it straight away. You get it. You're just like, yes. This is literally how we speak to each other. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone's firing opinions at each other. No one gives a shit about listening. Like, it's just talk.
The best bit about the trailer, I can probably play this because I won't get taken down. One sec.
I'm the haramzada. He's playing. Do you know how much sex James Bond does? वो तो sex करता है, करते हैं. I'm the harami and he's shagging.
I'm the harami and he's shagging. That's it. Yeah. But you see, his mom said, mom's funny there, right? Inconsistencies with the moms there, because I think before that they talk about how Daniel Craig made 20 million and she's like, he'll make 21 million, but because the money's there. And then Guz Khan's like, oh, James Bond shagging or whatever. She's like, yeah, it's okay, no problem, it's fine. It's no problem.
Money's money.
Money, baby. Do you know to shag karna? Here's another one. You know that whole thing in Punjabi where you say shopping whopping, right? Shag shug. That's what they say.
I've never heard shag shug. That's what.
Shag shug. Well, I don't know who would say it to us, but that's I've heard that one.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, it's Punjabi.
Yeah. I think it's going to be iconic. I think it's going to be good. People have actually been getting a little bit angry though at how the trailer looks like some knockoff commercial for a phone. So you know those Pixel ads you would see everywhere, the Pixel phone ad. It looks like it's been filmed like that. I quite like it because it feels a bit rougher, a bit more organic. As if you're like in the room with them, and it feels more, panning around instead of being like really crisp, clean. But what I like about Riz is that he's able to have such different angles in all his art. Four Lions, The Sound of Music. You've got the new thing that you said earlier, which was, what was it? The Whistleblown documentary.
Film, yeah, I can't remember the name. I will get it.
Yep, he did his album, which was nominated for an Oscar, I think it was, because he put that short film together off the back of it, showing how serious things can get. He's done so many pieces of art that I think just shows his range, and that can't be understated, man. Big respect to him. So looking forward to seeing this go down. I'm hoping that it comes out and it shows that James Bond might be brown. However, Goran, can James Bond be brown? Be brown?
Well, we had this debate about, can James Bond be a lady? Can James Bond be black? If you look, the books are based on Ian Fleming's work. Ian Fleming clearly describes, to my knowledge, a white person. So having a white Bond to me is not about discrimination. If that's the character, I think we had the same chat when we were talking about Severus Snape and who they're casting the HBO version.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So like whatever the book says, you should be going with that. Is my kind of feeling. Does he have the physique to be Bond though? That's the other thing, right?
Listen, really, anyone can. You put him on a bunch of Dwight and they'll be fine.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He's like, you know how oh man, brain free. Stephen Graham, I think that's the gentleman's name, who did the show on Netflix that we talked about, Adolescence. He's got another show on Disney called 1,000 Blows, 1,000 Cuts or something. You must have seen it. Like, he's like hench.
Okay.
Small dude. Riz Ahmed's kind of high. Like, yeah, if you put on the size and you kind of look more like Bond, physique wise, then yeah, fair play, man. But at the moment, he looks standard Riz, like in 4 lines, skinny, sukaraja.
But it's audition, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna be really honest. Like, my kind of who should be Bond list. I think they have released it now, by the way, who the next Bond is. And it's just another bloody spoof or something. But for me, it's Henry Cavill, Idris Elba, Tom Hiddleston. Those three, only those three.
Oh, so you would have Idris Elba. Cha.
Idris is a gangster. You watch Luther and you're just like, he can play Bond.
So Bond can be ethnic minority. Cha.
I'm just saying, if it's gonna go, well, if you're gonna go, but then the other two are very good. I don't know if you're watching Night Manager at the moment on BBC.
Tom Hiddleston, yeah.
Yes, very, very good. So I think he's perfect for the role. But Henry Cavill as well, I think he's excellent as well. Those three.
Aside from the fact he was in Casino Royale as a bad guy, but yeah,
Who? Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, yeah.
He wasn't.
He was one of the goons that is there fighting Daniel Craig.
Was he? Sure.
Yeah.
Because I remember the main
Yeah,
guy, Monsieur Leclerc, with this thing.
Yeah,
but that's not him. Oh, sure.
No.
Did not know that. I mean, he had that role, didn't he, in Mission Impossible? He's the baddie as well. He does that famous. I don't know if you remember it in the bathroom scene where he's got the much.
That's the bit I'm on about. Sorry, Mission Impossible. That's the one I'm on about.
You know, about a different film.
Not Casino Royale. My
different.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's the main.
Where he
baddie
pulls
in
his
that film.
arms out and loads them as if they're bandooks. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Everyone knows that.
Weird.
And if you watch it
Jesus.
again now, between takes, he has a much, then he loses a much. No one notices it, and they just kept it in the film.
Yeah, because the fight.
Well, the much just fell off. Who would be your Bond?
I have no idea. I'm not really that arsed, but I think it would be hilarious to see a brown guy get it.
Right, Sonny Deol.
No, it's true
Right,
though.
Sonny Deol.
I have no list. I don't care about who the Bond thing is.
Whoever makes Bond, please watch Border 2, and then you'll have some more names there for James Bond. Yeah, all right, let's just
You
play
want
this
to
out.
have a non-British person.
Indy. Imagine.
Bond.
Do you know what's interesting about? You know who was offered the role a while ago? Braveheart, Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson was offered the role of Bond back in the day,
Which is wrong, but yeah.
but he was offered it. And I think this is around the time of Lethal Weapon and stuff. Again, I can't imagine him being Bond, but he was offered the role. But
See,
just
now,
imagine.
am I being elitist? Because I'm like, no, it should be British. See?
See, I don't know if it's
Acting is
elitism,
acting,
but
though, isn't it? You can play anything depending on the role that's needed.
if you're good at playing a British person. There's a lot of British people play
Idris Elba is fantastic at playing an American.
American. Yeah, I was going to say, but are there good examples of the reverse? How many Americans play British roles?
I'm sure quite a few.
No, literally think about it. Because there's loads of examples of British doing American. But there's not that many, man, the other way. It's hard. Very hard to do a British accent. Well,
I think American cinema is bigger than British cinema. So maybe British cinema is more likely to have homegrown talent. I'm really thinking about it now. Yeah.
It's hard.
Can't think of any.
You got people like Benedict Cumberbatch, obviously plays who's in Marvel? Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's just escaped me. But you got all these great British actors, Tom Loki, like all these people that can do all the other stuff, but I can't think of the reverse. But imagine in the vid, Sonny Deol with his grenades on his chest and his
That wouldn't make
bazooka.
sense.
I know it wouldn't make sense, but imagine that as a spoof, right? It's
I don't think he even has...
the baddie would be there, and he would be like, "Oh, sorry!" He'd pull out his bandook, and there'd be no like build up, like
Yes,
I'm going to torture
that
you.
would
But
definitely work in a British audience, English film.
And then,
yes, most definitely.
They break out into dance, and then the British crowd are like,
Oh,
"Sandesh se aate hain, sandesh se jaate hain, wo chitti aati hai." Can you imagine this?
I'm sure those love scenes are going to be very, very different, aren't they?
Well, but we've talked about this before as well. Bollywood has advanced, Indy. They
Yes,
show it
I
all
know.
now. They show it all now. Okay, they're very raunchy now. There's no
Who's
changing
the guy
camera
who-
angles.
Who's the guy who was in Slumdog? Who was the bad guy?
Dev Patel. No, Dev Patel's the main guy. I don't remember.
Bad guy who was what you call it? He was the bad guy who was the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Amitabh Bachchan?
This is the thing. I suck at Desi.
Yeah. You
Names.
played that game, didn't you, with Haroon?
This should be your forte. You should know this.
You should know.
Teno kuch nahi pata. Yeah.
Teno kuch nahi pata.
Let me just save this down. 1 sec.
In the rear, we're looking for the bad guy. Maybe he's Henry Cavill.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Bad
Cast,
guy.
Host.
Bad guy. Can't see.
Anil Kapoor.
Oh, okay. Cool. He was also Mission
He
Impossible.
was correct, but in Mission Impossible, he was made to be a little bit of a bitch. So they gave him like a proper cucky role. It's true. They gave him like a proper little bitty
2 minute role
part, and people are like, "Oh my god, it's fantastic!
Yeah.
He's made it to there," and he played
Yeah.
that role, and they're like, "Oh, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake!" Thank you.
The
That's
guy
why
who
my point was significant. Yeah.
the guy who did the best crossover, it wasn't Anil Kapoor, it wasn't Amitabh Bachchan who was in The Great Gatsby. It was the guy who was in Dan Brown's book. What's his name? He's passed away now, the actor. I think his name is Imran Khan. The book Indy that's set in Florence which has the provost as the baddie who's trying to give a virus to
Angels
stop.
and Demons.
Not Angels and Demons, the one after
Da Vinci Code.
Inferno.
Okay.
You've seen the film? I think you've seen the film.
Nope, but I've read the books.
Okay, fine. Yeah, the provost in there is played by he had the best I say crossover from Bollywood into Hollywood. Killed that role, man.
Well, look, I don't know if a brown guy can do it, but if he does, respect. There is speculation that some people are thinking, is this them soft launching that Riz could be?
Oh, to test the reaction.
Yeah, test the reaction, test the waters to it, and see if he could. Maybe he is actually going to be Bond, and this is just a whole psyop. Maybe he is.
I don't want this brown fella being my James Bond. He's not going to seduce anyone. He's not going to do it, is he?
He is pretty though. It could work.
Sorry?
He's pretty, man.
I didn't expect you to say that.
No, he is, man.
You think Riz Ahmed...
Thing is, Riz can be pretty and he can be gritty at the same time. Depends how he looks.
I need to understand what you mean by the word pretty. Are you saying he's attractive? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, as in like his clean-shaven aesthetic suits him. So therefore he can fall into the category of like a pretty guy.
Pretty boy.
But also his stubble,
darty
phase also suits him. So
Rough
he can
man.
be a bit gritty as well. Very impressive. Chameleon.
I'm happy you clarified that because it sounded like you going, pretty boy look is like the phrase, but you kind of just said he's pretty. And I was like, okay, bro, like if you find him attractive, then is what it is, man.
Listen, man, I'm just telling you how
like
he's able to conduct himself in multiple ways.
I agree. He is a bit of a chameleon. He needs a bit of muscle mass, but that's it, yeah.
Well, the reaction on Twitter, let's just read a couple out. The entire scene was so disturbingly authentic to the Pakistani experience down to the toxic Desi boy mum behavior. Yeah, as you said, the mum really flipped around and made it about herself and compromised on all of her morals where she wanted to. Spot on.
You hear the dad in that line. The dad goes, "Huh? Daniel Craig mar gaya?"
Didn't he say if you need a body double, call me?
yeah. For the sex scenes.
Yeah, for the sex. Oh God,
that's raunchy.
Right, what else is there? That's number one. Number two. Oh, is that the same one? That is the same one. That's not smart. What if this is the audition for James Bond? Yep, agreed. And lastly, it looks interesting, but he just put his shoes on and walked across the living room. Not an authentic Asian household. True. On the nice carpet as well. You get battered, man. Can't even eat food in that room on that carpet. It's got to be like, eat in the dining room or in the kitchen on the breakfast bar.
Are you that particular about stuff like that?
My parents were at their house, yeah. But then Brawny came over and then I saw them drop food on the carpet and I was like, oh.
But they weren't told off.
No, they weren't told off. You can feel
they
my dad
weren't
just
told
burning a look in the side of their head. Like, what?
But when they leave, it's still your fault.
And they're like, sorry. And Mum's like, oh, Benji, it's fine. Inside, she's like, ah.
It reminds me of that scene in Man on the Bean. You know, Uncle, what's his name? Shady.
Uncle Shady.
When he said that, he goes, your carpet is racistly white. And he gets the right bean and just pours white carpet.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, there's always a different rule, isn't it, for guests coming around. And then the downplay. Oh, Benji, no problem, Benji. And then not knowing it's cost like £5,000. It's a new carpet, only came in last week. Bro,
yeah,
for you, Benji, no problem.
Yeah. Oh God, PTSD. I swear you can't have nice things. Or just eat in the dining room. It's very easy to just say, Ajo, let's move into the next room and have something to eat.
What flooring do you have in Mum and Dad's dining room?
Wooden. It's cold.
It's cold. It's not designed to sit there for long, but you can drop stuff on it.
Exactly where you were going with it. It's cold. It is cold.
Yeah, it's cold. Yeah, but you can drop stuff. You can clean it. That's the point, right?
Of course. That's why it's wooden.
That's it. Yeah. Proper wood or the wood laminate?
Wood laminate, I think. I'm going to be honest. That's about as far as my flooring knowledge goes. Is it wood of laminate or is it wood? Bro, it's brown, isn't it? Like it's wood.
We're brown. Floor is brown.
It looks woody.
Wood lagada.
I knock it. It sounds like wood. Would you like me to light a fire on it and see if it burns? Like, how am I supposed to do this acid test?
In the that is the real test. You get the
Just burn the
saw,
house
and then
down.
you cut
Tell
to the
me if
wood,
yeah.
and the pata like that. The only reason I know is when we did this room and we were doing the thing, real wood, like having real wood everywhere, is really expensive, and that's one thing to know. So that's why
Oh,
wood
that's why.
laminate exists. Yeah, wood laminate them
Yes,
kind of thing was
laminate.
like wood effect.
Which means what? Like plating, basically.
Yeah, just more like part of it is real wood and the rest isn't real wood. Basically, it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be like,
Do my test.
shame. It's not the real stuff.
ਤੁਸੀਂ fake ਚੀਜ਼ ਲਿਆਈ ਹੈ ਭਾਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਰੋਟੀ ਨਹੀਂ
No
ਖਾਣੀ
one's
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ
gonna
ਨਾਲ.
care.
No.
No one's gonna care. All right, next topic. To quickly touch
Andy.
on this. I thought it was quite interesting.
Mhm.
Why Sikhs aren't joining the army anymore in India? So this is a new article that came out in the Indian Express where it says, "Oh yes, I'll consent my life away to your fucking article." Jesus, every single time I click something, bro. Fucking accept cookies. Do you do this? Do you do this? Do you accept this? Do you want to give your life? Piss off, man. Right. Okay.
Rant over.
The warrior spirit. Army makes appeal to Punjab's youth to join Sikh regiment amid dwindling numbers. Question is, Garan, are you surprised?
No.
No, me either.
Mm.
I found it really interesting that people were surprised by this because when speaking to Satnam Sanghera, when he was on the pod, he said the British fetishized Sikhs because they were a martial race and therefore they were seen as lucrative and fighters, willing fighters to die for their country or whatever. And then they pit people against each other to say, well, that caste is better than this caste. That they do this better. And then they'd essentially be tricked into signing up out of ego, less so out of actual being proud of representing your nation. So that trick is still at play. It even said in the article, specifically Jat Sikh. And I was like, why? Why does that have to be specific?
Lord ki hegi hai na, Lord ki hegi hai.
Does that have to be specific like that? But are you surprised that people in Punjab don't want to sign up for the army? Like, what do they get for it? Where's the sense of civic pride? They probably feel quite left behind.
One is civic pride, and we'll come on to the reactions and the other reasons for not wanting to do it. But part of it is like, when we talk about, I think it was with the Cloud Boys, we were talking about how people are not staying in Punjab, they're trying to emigrate out, they're going to Canada, all these places, because they just want a better life, right? So people want to not risk their life, make money, and just do other less dangerous things, right? So that, I'd say, is just not why are not just Sikh people, but just people in general not joining the army. I get it. Like, I don't know what the motivations would be to join the army, if I'm honest.
I don't know what the motivations are here to join the
he
army.
make a, like,
I know
is
there's
it,
like advertising,
like,
but
yeah, it's advertising. But is it okay? One, I think, would be runs in the family, some sort of family tradition. Another one would be I'm not good academically, so that is something I could do. I know some people do it for that reason, but to do it for, like, I don't know, national pride. I mean, that must be a reason as well. But yeah, so we'll go into the other reasons what people are saying, and those are clearly highly weighted reasons, I think, for not seeing more Sikh people from Punjab signing up. But yeah, just like, why do I want to do this job anymore? Like, no.
Even then, the younger generation, I think, across the world just don't care about giving back to their country because the country hasn't given anything to them. I don't think it's just a Sikh problem. I think it might be just a cross-generational issue. But they may have seen such a high uptake of the Sikh population percentage-wise that they're like, oh, that number's dropped quite a lot. Despite the fact they only make up, 2% of the population in India.
Yeah, exactly. But relative to what the normal uptake is.
So they're probably like, oh, we need to make an impassioned reply for this. Maybe it has something to do with this same article that came out on the same day, on the same website, barely an hour apart.
Wow, an hour apart, wow.
A Delhi court on Thursday acquitted former Congress MP Sarjan Kumar in a case related to inciting violence in Delhi during the 1984 anti-Sikh riots, saying there is, quote, no evidence of instigating any such mob and of conspiracy. There was actually overwhelming evidence that was put against him for years. He just got acquitted, basically. So when you see stuff like that happen in your hometown, home area, probably hear stories of it in your family growing up, and you hear that somebody like that gets away with it, why would you want to go and represent that country? Like, the irony surely isn't lost on some people seeing, if I just look at the news agenda on the same day and the same hierarchy of headlines, maybe the answer's right in front of you.
When a country doesn't acknowledge, accept there was genocide, continues not to it's like the most obvious thing, but then they report articles like, oh, really? Is that still on your mind? Like, is that still a big issue for you? Why would you? I always think it's really hard because I have this debate with Kenny often as well. It's India is still the land of our gurus, not the whole of
Correct.
India, but as in our gurus were there on that land. Our sacred gurdwara are there as well. So although we may feel, or some people in India may feel, we've got no place in India, why don't we just all leave? Every Sikh just leave India. But then, what happens to historically everything that makes us Sikh that is there? And I don't know where to sit with that. That's a very difficult thing. And then you look at, well, are you giving back to Punjab? Are you giving Punjab more autonomy? This is, again, pre-84, Anandpur Sahib Resolution, 1975. And even before that, 47, everyone got their own country. Sikhs didn't. Like, there's just so much, and it just keeps getting passed. But more and more autonomy is being taken away. The land is shrinking. The Barney's being redirected. Like, it's just. But then you want soldiers.
See, there you go.
Yeah, and it's just like,
You've
okay.
literally just written out a blow by blow of key historic dates. Like, maybe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but we ain't got no soldiers, bro. Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, so, okay. Like, where's the incentives? So,
Good Lord.
mm,
Anyway, Twitter was alight with much hate on this. Yo, what I found crazy about the Twitter algorithm is if you
Yeah.
search for something on there, it just
Yeah.
gives you a shit ton of that and all the opinions on the side of it, which is good for like looking at stuff. But then
Yeah.
after a day, I'm like, okay, I'm bored now. Can I move on to a new topic, please? Like, it's a bit much. But this is the one. So how did it happen? It has a reason. Years of betrayals. One word of
This is about
assertion,
Masi,
your
by the way.
patriotism. Is it?
Yeah, remember she messaged us as well. I saw it and I was like,
Oh,
have you
yeah.
picked it because Mamasi?
No, I just found it on there.
Just to clarify, it's not my Saki Masi, but it's basically Mamasi. Yeah.
Yeah. One word of assertion, your patriotism is questioned. The insensitivity towards the community needs to be addressed. Inclusivity of Sikh community is missing today. Time to retrospect and give respect to Sikhs. Yeah, fair. And the second one is this. Two types of people who are saying this is a good thing. One, many Sikhs who don't support the current government and don't want their brothers to die for this thankless nation. Two, Sanghis who are happy that the Sikh influence is going down in the country. I don't know what Sanghis were, but they're RSS supporters.
Okay.
So the hard right of the political movement
Spectrum.
in India. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Can see
Interesting.
it from both sides.
Yeah, man. Didn't expect that headline to come out, but maybe the answer's right in front of you. Right.
Maybe.
Next topic.
Confessions of Brown Monday.
We call it brown dads now, to be fair.
Confessions of Brown Daddies.
Oh, daddy's a bit weird. Okay.
It's a
all
bit,
right.
it's a bit creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Confessions of Brown Dads. Do you know what?
That
That's
could work.
really nice, man. Welcome to the Dad Club.
See, thank you.
That's nice. That's nice.
Thank you very much. Our NCT class is a waste of time.
So this one thing I want to just apologize to both you and Sanj about is my understanding, okay, was that NCT is a national phenomenon and therefore the cost is standardized. Okay. So, and I checked this with some of our friends who did it in Sutton who recommended it to us. Okay. And they paid, I think, sub 200. We paid sub 200. You paid close to a mortgage payment, and I did not know that. So I'm very
It
sorry
wasn't a
about that.
mortgage payment. It was about double the price you paid, though. You're on mute.
I thought it was closer to $1,000 or something that you paid.
Something like that, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I genuinely can't remember. You know what? I don't want to go back and look.
Yeah, fair. Look, from my perspective, I know your opinion, and we'll listen to it in a second. My opinion is I actually found it quite good. Just because, like when you're getting ready for an exam, baby coming, you just feel like you should be doing something. You've done your prep, but there are certain things where you just want to be around other people and just talk about certain things. So for that thing, forcing us to sit down on a Monday, that's when we used to go, and we used to go for Mackie's post. It was just a reason to talk about baby stuff. and think about things and ask lots of questions about sleep and random shit that just doesn't help you. But at the time, like, I was taking so many notes. I knew I'm never going to use these notes, but I am a person who has to feel like I have to write things down as if
I
I'm
think
making notes to
I
revise.
barely absorbed about 5% of what was spoken about at NCT class. That's been generous.
All I
And
remember
for
from
those who
your
don't
NC
understand,
class,
NCT classes are new parent classes. So some call them the Mars classes or whatever in the American way. But yeah, they're new parent classes. When you're having a new baby, what do? You can go and ask questions, etc.
in preparation for the birth, there are prenatal and postnatal essentially. So there is an NCT class which helps you afterwards, but the pre bit is a lot to do with labor, the birth, the immediate kind of like first 24 hours. How do you deal with stuff? Now, I remember checking in with you guys during your NCT classes, and the couple of things I remember from what you told me are that car parking fine, because of the weird...
The one that completely battered me. Yeah, I can say that
yeah.
now. Yeah, so that car parking fine I mentioned a while ago, that was because we went to NCT class and I got finessed. Yeah.
Yeah, that weird parking rule, that whatever. And then I also remember that guy who tried to talk to you in the toilet as well.
He's that guy. Yeah, so I can say that now. I was at NCT classes. One of the dads came up to me after we just spoke about, birthing canals for women. Yeah. And he's talking to me as I'm trying to pee.
As you're both
and
in your
it's really, really difficult for the minute. And I'm like, bro, no, I don't want to talk to you right now. What are you doing?
He's just, getting some camaraderie, a bit of banter, and you're like,
piss off, man. Next thing he was going to offer was shaking for me. I'm like, go away, man. Honestly. Weirdos. Also, I noticed a few of them don't wash their hands either. I was like, come on, man. You're better than this.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah. There's just no excuse for that. Shindy has remained friends with a couple of them. They go out still.
That's nice. I think it's better for mums than it is for dads. I'll say that much. A lot of the dads are, I wouldn't say cagey, but we're more to ourselves. Like, we just want to be left alone and left here afterwards.
Or in the class, you mean?
In the class, I think the NCT lady was trying to say, hey, you should have your own WhatsApp group, have your own conversations together and all this stuff. And a lot of the guys, you could just tell, when the vibe's off, where they just don't want to talk about it. You're like, engage. All right, just leave it. Yeah, I was more trying to do a lot of the talking. And I thought, I don't really want to be doing this. I feel like I'm project managing the whole situation, like it's Desi Apprentice.
Hosting a podcast. You're like, come on, guys, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think? I think we had a lot of fun.
I had to keep asking those who were really quiet. I'm like, what did you think? And there was some bande who were a little bit aloof as well, like proper aloof. You know how they have like golden retriever energy, proper keen, but just nothing in between the ears.
No input.
No input, but the input is just like
basic,
really lost.
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
golden retriever energy. That's so good.
That's a good phrase. Though.
That's good. That's so
10
spot
enthusiasm, 1 intelligence.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what it is.
That's so good. That's so good. That reminds me of a guy I worked for like a week, and he described his secretary outside. I think it's his voice. He goes, "Oh, her sitting outside. She's a Windows 95. That's her operating system."
Yeah, slow.
And I was like, "This is so funny." But to hear that in a sentence, I'm like, "Just that's just funny, man." What was I going to say? Yeah, we had one dad in ours. Funny, he was convinced that baby nappies for a boy and a girl were different. He goes, if you have a boy, bro, because they got different smart, a different nappy. I was like, bro, the nappy's the same.
Bro, how much smart did they pack him, man?
But I was like, bro, no, they're the same nappy. Because, bro, no, I got special. I was like, somebody has sold you some shit and made some premium on it because it does not exist. But he was convinced that was a real thing.
Was he like, no, it has a tiger on the front of it. It's from Bundy.
I don't know what he said, but
it's not got a kitty cat. What?
We did tend to bring one. He didn't bring one. The guys, we had good banter. We did all the exercises or whatever. When we had the meet up with the babies, did you do that post all the babies like get together?
No, I think Sassandra's done it now with the with all the mums and stuff. They've all met up because everyone's had their kids now. It's good I think it's better for the women than it is for men. I think for us, it wasn't great. And also because we weren't sure if we were going to have a natural birth or a C-section.
Yeah.
Going through a lot of the natural birth stuff, I don't think Sandra's mentally ready for it. So she was disassociating quite badly from the stuff that was being said and how birthing canals work. So I was like, okay, I remember that's tough.
The day you had it, when you were saying, you guys were a bit like, whoa, because it is really full on. Like,
very full on, and it's very
Yeah.
graphic.
yeah, but I'm thinking like, so what would be like? You need to know. So imagine you were having like a natural leave. So you do need to know. So what would be the? How would you want to
There
receive that
isn't one.
information?
The only way you can, I guess, is to literally just go 2 feet in. There is
Yeah.
no like, oh, I
There's-
can
yeah.
take a toe, and it's like, no, you have to see the whole thing.
Yeah. Exactly. That's
Here's all
what
the
I'm saying,
pictures. Here's how it goes. Here's what a baby looks like when it's born. Here's the
Yep.
umbilical cord.
Yep.
Here's where that goes. Straight on the boob. Like, it's like, okay, all right. So much to take in. So little time. Yeah.
Actually, that, and like you said, you remember a few things, and you remember really odd things as well. I remember our nurse when Ikam was born, because they always on about latching, right? Like, if the latch is good or not good, you can't control it. But this great Kali size nurse just grabbed Ikam and was like on Shindi, ta,
Bang.
do and just latch established. I was like, very good, a good cheese.
That is effective. Very effective.
So effective, man. Yeah. It was, yeah, like I said, I enjoyed the McDonald's on a Monday. I remember that.
That's nice.
I remember
What did you enjoy about the class itself, bro?
I
enjoyed the biscuits. They give biscuits around each time.
Biscuits. Yeah. Premium biscuits we had. So we were in Harborne, I think we did our class. It was a posh side. They had paddle courts, actually. I didn't even know what paddle was. I used to watch it.
Of course they
what's this
fucking
weird
did.
tennis?
Fucking
All
hell.
right, lad. You have to mention it. Paddle wanker bingo. Here we go.
Jesus, man.
Right. Padel. And we'll talk about the end. Playing the Cloud Boys tomorrow, Indy. We need to smash them. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. They've been talking shit about us, Indy. What was I about to say? What were we talking about? The class itself. Yeah. So there was that one lesson where they're like, okay, practice changing the nappy. I think you probably had it as well.
Yeah.
I've never done a nappy at this point, right? So I'm just trying to do it on a model which isn't moving. Shindy comes along, starts moving the lat. I'm like, Shindy, I get it, realism, but just let me do it normally
leave
once.
me alone right now, bro.
Let me get the techers, and then you can make it real. But then she's there doing like a Mexican wave with the latan of the baby, like this. And I'm just like, okay, the baby's not possessed, man. It's not going to be like this.
Which, by the way, Ekim is a pretty chill kid. She is not like doing mad kick-ups in your face. Like,
yes, agreed.
yeah, I think you were quite blessed in that department. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're blessed in every department, but yeah, I think every parent says that.
She hasn't been like some mad rebellious kid, so you probably didn't have to do that and scarf.
Do you know what? She does with Shindy, but she doesn't with me. Like she'll act up a little bit with Shindy, but then she's like completely fine with me. It's like a different experience. Like Shindy would tell me some stuff, and I'm like, huh?
Smell of the milk, man. I'm telling you.
Okay.
It's my answer to everything. Whenever Sandra's like, every time I come over, he gets really cranky. I said, yeah, because you can smell the breast milk. That's why.
No, but I'm talking about now. Like she's older now. There's no breast milk now. And she's just
Yeah, I was taking the piss, but okay.
yeah. But that's important. That is important. Yeah. What else in NCT? Yeah, I can't remember. I mean, the scenarios. Remember that scenario? Did you do that scenario about the whole you go to work, she goes to work, or she's
One sec.
baby?
We'll do that scenario in a second. Coming back to the change in nappy. I've
Go.
changed many nappies in the past. I forgot. I tried to go through it and I messed it all up. And I was like, oh shit, I'm going to be really bad at this. So I don't think it's very effective in doing that. They put like Marmite on the inside of the nappy. They're like, oh, it's a poo nappy. I'm like, okay. And then you try and wipe it, but there's no wiping that occurs. Then it goes up the back of their back. I'm like, okay, I'll fuck this up. Yeah. It's not the easiest thing. If anything, trying to change a dummy like a doll of a baby is actually harder because the liquid slides further in the body, whereas in a real human body with skin, it's a bit frictitious, so it doesn't move that much.
Frictitious. I think that's a made up word, but okay.
Yes.
Sounds like you're saying fictitious. That's what you sound to say, but
no, isn't it frictitious? What is it?
Like friction you're talking about? But, yeah, but I don't think
frictitious.
Look it up, bro.
Am I wrong? Have I made that up?
What was that other weird word you made up the other day? Ginormous. What was it? No.
Ginormous.
Yeah.
Frictitious. It's a word. Hey, suck a fat one. Told you.
Just read out the definition for me.
Frictitious meaning.
And not Urban Dictionary, it's in the real dictionary.
Nope. Frictitious means imaginary. Oh no, fictitious. Jello. Nice all yeah.
Nice all yeah.
What does it mean to be
nice
fictitious? Wait, hang on. Oh no, fictitious. It's not real. Made up.
And the question is always, could you play this word in Scrabble? And the answer is no, son. All right.
Friction. I would say high friction. Okay.
Frictitious. That's our word for the day. Frictitious.
High friction. High friction activity. Yeah.
दिल्ली में ठंड में गाड़ी में बहुत fictitious होता है.
Jesus. We did not do the scenario thing.
Okay.
No, that didn't come up for us. You may as well tell people how that was for you. Go on.
So the guys are in one group, the ladies are in another group, and you both read these scenarios about the other person's day, and you don't know what the other scenario says. And so we all got it wrong, basically. So in our scenario, it's like, oh, you come home and you see your wife and she's having a piece of cake, the baby's asleep, and a glass of wine. And you're like, oh, we were like, oh, you've had a good day. You're like, yeah, just chilling out. Yeah, having some cake and some wine. And so then our facilitator, Chantel, she's like, right, is that your final answer kind of thing? I was a spokesperson for the group. I was like, you're like, yeah, I'm quite happy. And she's like, did you think that she's been so busy all day that this is the first moment she's got to sit down and she hasn't had proper food and this is just, she needs something. And that's why she's slumped like this in all this chaos. And we were all like, oh, we really misread the scenario. We put this massive, like, positive slant. I'm like, yeah, living the best life, man. And nailing motherhood, like, yeah. And then, yeah, so it just makes you feel a bit stupid. And actually, if you speak to a lot of dads, like dads about pre-baby, you'll complain about, oh, work shit. Then you have a baby, you're like, oh, I'd rather go to work. Yeah, it's fine. Work's completely fine.
Wow, rather go to work.
As in, I'm not staying at home all the time. Yeah, work's fine. There's that. Like, I mean, you're in the phase of pre-nursery, right? Which is like babies there all the time. And then, bro, the two big steps are sleeping through the night, baby goes to nursery. And you're just like, oh, now it starts to feel like mera time wapas aa gaya. Then you'll get into paddle, okay? This is what happens, right?
I'm not going to get into paddle. I'm not paying £15 a session to hit a ball in a court 4 times a week. Fucking hell.
I don't know where this myth has come from that I play 4 times a week. I do not play 4 times a week.
How many times a week you playing?
Once. Aman said it in his pod is to intimidate Amrit. Yeah. Well, this week I'm playing 3 times, but it's
there it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it.
Lakh
right?
28.
Fucking full of shit you are, man. Oh, I'm going to go 4 times a week. I'm going 3 times this week. Oh.
It averages out to once, Indy. It averages out to once.
Shut up. Averages out once. What kind of shitty averages is that, man? You're in charge of finance. That makes me worry. Okay.
You gotta look at the long term play, Indy.
Right. Going back to NCT.
Anji,
so, what was I gonna say?
NCT wale. NCT wale friends. Indy de dost. Come on the podcast.
Some people who go to NCT class and treat it as if it's some kind of impress the teacher shit. Politely sit down and shut the fuck up, man. I know. And the way that the lady would open it up is, do you guys know about this? And then same person would say, yeah, I read that it was this, and this. And I'm thinking, there's no gold star at the end of this.
Yeah.
Just shut up, man. Stop making us feel dumb. Leave me alone. Let me learn. I don't want to hear your answer. I want to hear her answer. Thank you. Job karke better. Thank you. Honestly, what's the need? Why are you even here?
Right. But some people do that, right? Some people will come for their second or third child as well. So they've done these classes before. Maybe they want friends. Maybe it's a social.
There was a guy there who was with his new partner and he'd had 2 kids in the past and she wanted to go and he went with her. And I was asking him all these questions and he's like, I don't remember. Yeah, whatever.
Such a guy thing,
I thought you're so blasé about this. He's like, yeah, he'll be fine. Because he's been through it. He's like, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
we don't need to go to this, but I think his missus wanted to go, or his new missus wanted to go.
The guy with the nappies I described, that was his situation.
Yeah,
exactly that situation. Yeah. He's bare chilled, man. But the thing also is, like, you've had one now, I've had one. If we have more, then yeah, I get the idea of, because you've been through it. First, don't know what to expect at all. Then you kind of know what to expect, but it could be different. But you are a bit more chilled. I'm sure if you asked your parents, your child number 3, you're the love child, like they must be relaxed with you, man. Just, oh, Indy needs a bath. It's raining outside. Yes. Just hang him on the clothesline or something like that.
Yeah, the accident child. Yes.
Love child, yeah. I love you. You can do that.
Yara, 9 years gap between me and my brother. Listen. Not intentional.
Pyar hunda, okay? Love
and then what did my mum say to make me feel better? None of you were planned.
There you go. It reminds me of your sister. What she said. Remember the advice she was given about how to conceive?
Yes.
3 days after the end of your menstrual cycle, lie with your man. Like, it's just
lie with your man. Yes.
lie with your man. Like, it's just so. It's so Punjabi. Like, just imagine the Punjabi that would have been said to say this. Yeah, brilliant. I don't know how you say that, but yeah.
I don't know either, mate.
Phenomenal.
I don't know either. Yeah, so NCT classes, don't feel like you have to go to it. A lot of the stuff you learn, you'll probably be able to learn at a hospital quite quickly. How to change a nappy, how to check your kid's temperature, all those things. And a lot of your answers are kind of on Google as well, being honest.
Okay, I wouldn't leave it as long as being in hospital when the baby's born to learn to do a nappy.
Yeah, but in terms of like a hands-on experience, you have a bit of.
I think if you're
in
not
that.
going to do NCT, at least sit with people who've had babies recently and have a good chat with them and ask them some stuff you want to ask them. What do you put in your hospital bag? You know, how do you deal with this?
You
how does
Google
feeding
that.
work?
We Googled that.
Yeah, it's fine. Like, Google is fine. But if you're more of a person who likes to just hear it from a person rather than reading it, it depends how you like to take information, right? Like I said, for us, NCT forced us to have conversations about this stuff. So that's why I enjoyed it. And we recommended it. Would you do it the second time? No, don't need it now, kind of thing.
And I would recommend to people to take an NCT class that isn't 3 times a week. Because we
that's
did
quite
it 3
intense.
times a
That's
week,
intense,
condensed.
yeah.
So 12 sessions, 4 weeks. And it was like, whoa. By the end of it, I was like, man, I just want my evenings back.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was heavy. Some people choose to opt for a 2-day weekend experience that's 12 hours each day. And I thought, that is my idea of hell. No.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
You just can't take it in. Ours is an hour and a half, I think, a week. 6-7 weeks or something.
Ours was 2 hours, and then one session on breastfeeding was 3 hours. Yeah. Anyway, that's a bit about NCT. Don't feel pressured to go to it if it's not for you. Goran, on to you.
Don't go shopping with your wife. Indy and I would agree on this. I mean, when I talk about shopping, I'm talking about food shopping specifically. Both are households. I do the core shop. There's also a Desi shop, which is handled by Dad.
Sorry, both your households?
Both are households. I'm saying you do it.
Oh, right. Okay. I thought you were on about your 2. I said, you have 2 households.
I have.
You just let it slip. You got a mistress.
I have 2 wives and 2 sets of families, and that's it, right? Okay. No, our 2 households, we both handle the food shop, right?
Yes.
But I don't know what was it. There was a scenario where I think it's post swimming or something. I was like, "Jalo, let's just go Aldi now. We'll do the food shop, whatever." And the thing is, me and Jenny both know this Aldi's close to our house, and we know where stuff is. So there's no excuse about you have to go down every aisle because you don't know where the stuff is. No, I know you know where the stuff is, and we know what we need. So I don't understand the strategy of going down, snaking every aisle, looking at things, pausing. Like, I'll send you a video of this. Remember I seen the video and I was like, what is she doing? Ki kar diya? Like, she's just reflecting and...
You know what?
Hmm?
Aldi's sneaky. What Aldi do is they have these bonus weird middle aisles that have random shit in there. So it's like a lucky dip where you're going and you'll be like, oh, look at these fake Crocs.
This is it. This is it.
Look at this Pokemon set. I could do with a Pokemon set. It's 70 quid. But it's there. I may as well get it now.
This is it.
I've fallen for it. And now all I do is I whiz through it because I'm going past it quickly. And I'm like, anything here that's on offer that I would get. Weetabix. All right, I'll grab that. That's it. Nothing else. No special offer, none of that. I'm like, do I need it? Yes,
I'm going to be honest.
No, don't get it.
I've never, ever looked at, like, if I go into Aldi, I presume most Aldis are the same, fruit and veg, the cheese, maybe some protein desserts.
Meat,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ande crisps, potatoes.
Bread.
That's in the last aisle for us. We've got bread
and ande are normally together.
Yeah, ours are separate. But yeah, it would make more sense if they are. By the way, like, I know my aisles. I'm like, bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, you're looking at stuff and you're asking yourself the question, how can I use this? But you don't need to use it. That's the thing I can't understand. It's like, why are you asking that question?
I've seen kettlebells in that middle aisle randomly. I've seen like 7 kilo. I'm like, why is there only the 7 kilo kettlebell? Where's the 1 to 6? Where's the 8 to 10? Why is there a 7? Fucking random,
They did the
man.
research and they were like, remember I told you about the science of selling, right? Everything ends in 7. So they put the 7-kilogram cowbell and they're like, this is what people are going to buy.
So dumb.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You've hit a nail on the head. Lucky dip. That's literally it. And the marketing is targeted with Shindy. And I'm just like, stop it. Like, like I just felt saying that. I was like, this is why we don't do the shop together. Because this is infuriating. I'm done. And I just walked off at one point. That's why I made that video. I was like, right, I'm going over there to get some items that we actually need. And even by the time I got back to the main trolley, I was like, you're still there contemplating how to use this academic planner, even though we use a Google Calendar and you want to use a bloody diary now, which you've not used in 50 years. Now I want to.
But it's nice to write things in a book, Karan.
No, paper,
Karan,
no.
it's
Shit,
nice to
no.
write something in a book. Just
No.
let me have it. Why
No,
won't you let me have fun?
no, clutter, right? Clutter. Saman, Jijan equals clutter. You buy food, you eat food, it disappears. Things that don't disappear,
It doesn't disappear. It comes out your arse and it disappears. All right.
Yeah, down the toilet. Stuff that doesn't disappear, I don't want you buying it. Siddhi ji, okay? Aldi is not designed for non-khane wale cheejan. Okay? Obviously, cleaning products, fine, whatever. Yeah, so rant over. Yeah.
Wow, that was biblical. Well done. Well done.
I feel better now.
Now,
I feel hurt.
I feel like other guys relate to this. Straight efficient. And also, if you take me to a new Aldi or a new Lidl or a new Asda or a new Tesco, I'm in a blender. I don't like it. I don't know where everything is. I can't be quick. So you got to bear with me. I'm like, oh, where is this thing? And sometimes I genuinely can't be asked to ask. I'm like, just tell me what aisle it is, or ask someone what aisle is this in. Because some of them just don't make sense with how they're organized.
Like food to go, fruit and veg, meat and dud, they seem to all be in that first aisle in most Aldis I've seen.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes.
I think I'm yet to.
The one near me
Hmm.
is kind of like that.
Right.
Like it's all kind of in a little area, and then it like splits in 2 ways where you can go like one way to get like all random household stuff, and the other way is all the confectionery. So you're like, all right, whoa, this doesn't make sense. What is consistent is normally the alcohol is like one of the last aisles.
Back right corner of our Aldi is where it becomes freezer, like that corner, then it becomes freezer.
Yeah,
Nice.
Weird.
Hot.
Just have your store the same everywhere. Then I guarantee you, people will be more efficient with shopping in and out. Or maybe they don't want that. Maybe they want people to linger longer.
Get to Lucky Dip.
Get involved in the Lucky Dip. Yeah.
I feel that the OTs are better than Hobnobs. Please try them. Tell me what you think. That's the Aldi's own brand.
See, Sandra wouldn't let me get the knockoff digestives because they even have the same writing font as McVitie's, but it's written as something else. So one time I picked it up by accident. She came to me and said, "What the fuck's this?
What's this shit?"
I said, "What?" She said, "What is this shit?" I said, "Digestives." She said, "No, it's not. Look at the logo." I was like, "Oh, wow, they got me." Yeah.
Played it down. That's good acting there, Indy. That's really.
But they did get me. I actually
no.
I believe.
Oh, you did. I thought you genuinely.
No, genuinely. I was like, "Oh fuck!"
right.
They actually got me because it's in the same logo, same font, everything.
So explain. So, see, from my point of view, Sanja's pretty frugal, but then
It doesn't taste the same. I agree with that. It doesn't taste.
But she's very particular about certain branded food items. Is that fair?
I think digestives are the one thing where she's like, no.
Weetabix.
So, for example,
Weetabix
she'll
and digestives.
compromise on Weetabix.
She will.
Because if you get wheat biscuits, they're half the price. They taste exactly the same.
No, are you on about, so if you're talking about Aldi, they do the ones which are like the blocks, like Weetabix, or you have the minis as well? Which ones are you on about? The blocks.
The blocks.
The blocks. Yeah, I've had those. I think it tastes quite nice. Yeah.
Exactly. So on some of them it works, but on other ones it doesn't. So she'll try it, but then she'll be like, what is this?
So the biscuit she's already tried and it was like, it's not.
Yeah, she's like, horrible. No, don't do that again. Fine.
I know yours, but so her like top biscuit, is it the standard chocolate?
So because she's diabetic, she needs sugar. Tends to be a chocolate digestive because it's sugar in general, and the sweetness is like, yeah, it's nice.
That's a go-to.
So that's her main source of like go-to.
Yeah, fair. I also think in the aisle near the bread where you have the kind of breakfasty bar stuff, there's a very nice, this is my standard lunch mirta. There's a 79 calorie square bar. Comes in like 4 flavors, chocolate brownie, birthday cake, which is my favorite, salted caramel, which I haven't seen in a while. And there's another one, I think cinnamon. But 79 calories, just, it's a spot, man. I think that's very, very Good value. Every time I see the ande now, all I can see is now the very, very large eggs. I can't not see it now.
You're welcome.
Thanks to you. Yeah, like it's just they've always been there. That's the thing. It's like this whole dimension's now been opened.
Yeah.
This other eye, and I'm like, oh my god, that's all I see now. I just see Indy
Yeah.
in these big
And
eggs.
it's worth it. Because when you size up the little egg next to it and you crack them open, you see how small the yolk is. You're like, I'm being finessed. What is this genetically modified ande you're generating right now? Thank you.
This is where you say you're welcome.
I don't need to.
One
It's
of
already
these
embedded in your
classic
psyche
phrases. Yeah.
All right,
Alrighty.
you've got one last announcement. The paddle. You're playing the club boys at paddle tomorrow.
2 announcements.
2v1.
2 announcements. No. There's a fourth. There's 4 of us.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a 2v1. I still back you to win, to be fair.
Yeah. Wow. They were chatting shit, man, on about badminton as well. So I messaged him. I was like, "You want to go in badminton 2-on-1? Let's go." I said, "Bring 1,000 bande. Make a challenge video." I said to someone. we had this conversation. We were talking about Bonnie Blue, and we were like 1,000 bande one day. I was like, "You bring 1,000 bande, table tennis, badminton, line them up. So you video now. I'll take them all." Yes, we're gonna play paddle tomorrow, and it all kicked off in the group today. Did you read the chat?
Briefly.
So Amrit basically put in there. He was like, "Oh yeah. You can hire rackets for £3." And then was like, "What? You went there? You played yesterday?" He's like, "No, you prick." He goes, "I just went there on my lunch. I went for a walk on my lunch to ask if they're rackets." Now the funny thing is, I've already put a voice note in there saying you can hire rackets. So I think he just wanted to
double check.
Yeah, no,
he wanted to come with the exact
quantity
quantity of pounds in his pocket and be like, "Here you go, Fajee." I don't have £1 for locker hire. Okay, Fajee.
That's so bad, Indy. I think he wanted to be more familiar with the territory. So I get that.
Gotcha.
But he was like, yeah. It's supposed to play on the same day, first time. So they both never played. So it will be interesting. We're going to be filming some content. It's going to be funny. That's number 1. Number 2 thing, guys. Saturday, the 31st of January, Glee Club in Birmingham, the infamous Glee Club, place where big comedians test their material. I can't think of one right now, but Lee Evans back in the day, I know he used to go through there. I think Michael McIntyre maybe as well. Anyway, there is a killer lineup lined up. Tommy Sandu, Shazia, and Comedy Breathe. And yourself will be opening on the night with a massive 5-minute surprise slot. I've never done stand-up comedy.
Do you mean you said and yourself?
And myself. Let's correct myself there. And you're myself. Yeah. And Indy Bean will be there in spirit.
I ain't gonna be there. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, Indy will be there in spirit. And the other 2 losers from the Desi Apprentice, they will also be performing as well. It's gonna be good. So guys, look, if you want to come and support and see some good comedy, I've written my set. I think it's pretty funny. We had a little call with Tommy just to check like our jokes were like actually funny and not going to get us cancelled, and he said they were quite good. So now it'll come down to delivery. I've been watching a couple of comics, been working on my pauses. As you know, Indy, I'm a storyteller, so mine's all story based. Should be good. Please come and support. Saturday 31st of January, Glee Club Birmingham. Go on Glee Club website, get your tickets. It's going to be awesome.
What's the event called?
The event's called Triple Threat, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, called Triple Threat. But when you put the date into the website, it'll tell you and give you the tickets. I think it's about 20 quid. Please come down, support. If you're down in the crowd, and you've come to see me and obviously the actual comedians, don't heckle. Be nice. Be supportive. Zor de taliyan. Okay? Laugh at everything. That's it. Because if Indy was there, he would be like, "That's not funny. That's not funny."
I don't know, man. I will give you props for doing it because that is my idea of how I ain't doing that. No.
I know the standard to which you hold comedians, so yeah, I would not want to perform. Like if you were on my front row and I didn't know who you were, you should be like, "This is shit. You're shit. Why have you been here? We're going to reevaluate your life." Like you'd have that look, and I was like, "Oh, okay, bye."
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I think I feel like you've inherited a little bit of that from Bal, though. I think Bal.
No, I've inherited it just by seeing good comedy. And when you see bad comedy, you're like, "Oh, this sucks."
Yeah, that's fair. You have seen a lot of comedy. That's also fair. But
all the best.
Why is it your idea of
luck?
Hell?
Huh?
Why is it your idea of hell specifically?
I think there's a certain art to joke telling that I would struggle to replicate. And I don't think I'm very good at that. And I don't really think I have the patience and time to sit and try and learn that new skill set and go through the pain of feeling that uncomfortableness on stage.
Yeah.
And
There
then
is
the
definitely...
only chance you get to redo it is like a long time away. No, that's not good.
That's fair. I think there was a big difference between, like, I think you and me are funny when we jump on the pod, right? But that's not the same as intentionally telling jokes. Big
Correct.
difference.
Very different.
So I think when we do a live show and we are funny, it will come out and that's fine. But this is different. And so that's why I think I think the content is good, but then it's how do you deliver it? How do you bring people in and set them up for that's not, it looks easy because all the comedians make it look easy. Doing it, different thing. But should be a great experience. It's a challenge video. So you're all going to get to see it at some point as well. And chalo dekhte hain fir. Nice ho na. In the video, and I also are going to be doing something in February, which maybe we'll talk about next week or maybe a few weeks from now. In the video.
Are we?
Are we not? Are we not hosting something?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, that.
Yeah, maybe.
I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Nice.
Totally forgot. Yeah. All right. More on that soon. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Indy and Dutch podcast. Please check out the rest of our episodes here. Don't forget to subscribe here, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Goodbye.